When it comes to our senior loved ones, we want them to have the best care, from doctor's visits to assisted living facilities. We always want help from those who will care for our family like we do. Joining me this morning from Westminster-Thurber community to help take the stress out of the process of looking for that one special assisted living space, Jennifer Heston, Assisted Living Coordinator. Nice to have you, Jennifer.
Thank you for having me, Gail.
And Westminster-Thurber, you've been in this area for a long time, and I know some folks probably see from the expressway, you know, the tower, you have several facilities in one, right?
We do. Actually, Westminster-Thurber is a complete continuing retirement community. So we have assisted living, independent living, skilled nursing, and short-term rehabilitation.
So is that 3 levels, 4 levels?
4 levels and more.
And part of what you do on all those levels, you have something that you work with your residents called the Eden Alternative philosophy. What is that?
The Eden Alternative is a philosophy of caring for those to improve the lives of those who work with elders and the elders themselves. Traditionally, long-term care communities were set up to be institutions. They looked like institutions, they ran like institutions with not a lot of flexibility or opportunity for choice or fun or spontaneity. And Eden is part of a larger group of people that are working to change the culture of long-term care.
That's really interesting that you say that, because now that I think about it, that is true. The way that assisted living for residents is changing across the board, especially I think for some Alzheimer's patients, and you deal with Alzheimer's as well, but the Eden philosophy you use throughout all levels of care.
We do. It applies to all of our elders. We believe all of our elders should have a better quality of life, better well-being. And Eden has a motto that says it can be different. And our elders don't have to live in institutions. It really can be different. And we've certainly learned that at Westminster-Thurber. As
part of being different, you talk about even the different levels or places where your folks stay as neighborhoods. Is that all part of that philosophy, that they sort of feel at home and in their own neighborhood?
It is. Changing our language is a large part of what we're doing in culture change. We've used words like unit and floor. Facility. And we're changing that language, because who really wants to live in a place like that? So we're making those changes as well.
What do you see improvement-wise in the attitude of your residents now that you've started to use this process?
You know, we've seen just overall well-being increased. We try really hard to develop relationships with our elders and to have them be well-known in our community, to give them a sense of identity more than just being a room number or a diagnosis, to really being known to the people in their community.
And what about your employees, the people that work with these residents every day? How has this philosophy affected the way they go about their job?
You know, we have a golden rule in the Eden Alternative that states, as management does unto staff, staff shall do unto elders. So we need to really give our staff members an opportunity to not only use their skills and their knowledge, but to use their hearts. And that's what we try to do through Eden. We acknowledge the work that these individuals do. We have a nursing assistant on one of our neighborhood teams that's worked at Westminster-Thurber for 29 years.
Wow.
29 years, and in that time has only missed a day and a half of work. So you don't have that type of commitment if it's just a job to you.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom line is, caring for our elders is not just a job.
So the Eden Alternative sounds a lot like it's about relationships of the staff to the resident to the staff, residents to residents?
Absolutely.
How do you encourage that in people?
You know, we've actually done some physical renovation to our community to create spaces that are more welcoming and meaningful for the elders themselves, places that they want to spend time in.
They want to gather?
Exactly, so they can spend time with each other and pursue the interests that they have in a way that's meaningful to them.
When I was there for a visit, this is a couple months already though, there were some pets, some Westminster-Thurber puppies around, and I know that's part of it too, is it's another relationship that these people have.
It is, absolutely. And the elders adore the animals, of course. It's certainly a great way to have some more life in our community.
Mm-hmm.
That variety and spontaneity that we're looking for, animals certainly provide that.
How can people learn more about the Eden Alternative?
Well, actually, Westminster-Thurber is hosting a training March 23rd through the 25th, a Certified Eden Associate Training. And it's open to anyone who's interested in learning more about the Eden Alternative or people who work in elder care already.
Well, say I have a senior and I'm interested in your facility, but I don't understand Eden Alternative. Could I go to something like this?
You could, absolutely. You can contact us, and we'll be happy to talk to you about registration and give you information about the training.
And we just had that information on the screen. But mostly this is for people who are employed in this type of work, looking for another way to view their work.
Absolutely.
And you've seen success.
We really have. People often tell us when they come into our community that there's just something different about it. They can feel something different when they walk in. And, we can't always put our finger on exactly what it is, but we really believe that Eden has been a big part of that.
Jennifer, thanks. It's nice to have you here. And that's very interesting, a very interesting philosophy.
Thank you very much.